I'm Aaron Baker, Shield Healthcare Spinal Cord Injury Lifestyle Specialist. It's a hot summer day here in Cincinnati. All right, we're leaving our hotel, located right in the center of the city. We're gonna go check out this place. Getting excited about this. We're about to take the streetcar, see if it's accessible. Cool, the Connector. So at this kiosk right here, I can either get my bus passes or the streetcar pass. Today, I'm gonna go with the streetcar pass. For a day pass, it's $2 per ticket. Oh look, right here. Ah, thank you. He didn't press that button, we wouldn't have gotten on. This is gonna take us to the trendy Over the Rhine neighborhood. It's a smooth ride. Thank you. All right, the Connector just dropped us off right here at Findlay Market and Beer Garden. Let's go on inside, cool down and see what's up. Findlay Market is packed with all kinds of goodies. Meat, pickles, spices, ice cream, waffles, all you can handle. Now let's grab the Connector back down in the other direction. Just like that, there and back.
So folks, tickets, please.
So there's nowhere to scan the ticket. Someone comes around and checks it for you, so just keep it available. We just had a great chat with a guy named Jesse. Jesse, thank you.
Sure, guys. Have a good day. Bye.
He's a local Cincinnati native that knows a ton about this city. He just gave us great tips. He suggested we get off at this stop, Washington Park. Have to find a bathroom sometime soon. Damn. Gonna have to find somewhere else. Oh, these fountains are taunting me. Maybe this guy knows. No? Nothing? Oh, here we go. Ooh, yes. My particular paralysis is spastic paralysis, and my calves are super tight and really spastic. It's called clonus. So it makes my feet jump. There it goes, see? Every little crack, rock, vibration from the street makes my spasms worse. I think it's time we find a place to just put my feet up, take a little break. For nearly 100 years leading up to Prohibition, beer was Cincinnati's main export. We're at Rock Bottom Brew House, land myself on a nice refreshing ale. Cheers. We're at the center of the city. This is Fountain Square. We just had Rock Bottom Brewery, nice and full with some lunch. We want to head down to the banks, down to the Underground Railroad Museum, the Ferris wheel, and a lot of fun stuff. Got to cross because the sidewalk's blocked. So I crossed over here because the sidewalk is under construction. Now I'm going to cross back over because the sidewalk over here, I can already tell, is off camber to my less strong side. So I want to go to that side where I can control the wheelchair a bit better. You want to pay attention to your surroundings and to the sidewalks and streets. That way you don't get yourself in trouble. It's also good to be prepared that if you visit a cold weather climate city in the summer like we did, to avoid the cold, you still may have obstacles. In some towns, they say there are two seasons, winter and construction. It's a steep hill, so I've got my brakes out. Almost too much. A little sketchy. Little sketchy. This is definitely a point of interest. There we go. No problem. Cincinnati is significant to the Underground Railroad because the Ohio River, right outside the museum here, separated the free states from the slave-owning states. So once they crossed that river and they landed here in Cincinnati, in essence, they were free. This place is really special. A lot of history, a lot of heavy history. I would definitely recommend visiting this place if you're here in Cincinnati, but I would take the time, take at least 2 hours so that you can really take it all in. You're basically transported back in time, and it's really sobering. Visit it, it's well worth it. Cruise into the bridge. Sidewalk closed. So the John A. Roebling Bridge served as the prototype for Roebling's design of the Brooklyn Bridge. So in essence, this is the original Brooklyn Bridge. Another 300 feet across this bridge and you're in Kentucky. There's a transit system called the Tank that'll take you back and forth across the river here. The South Bank shuttle can bring you to the towns of Newport, in Covington, Kentucky. And Tank also runs the airport shuttle. Oh, this is gonna be a skid mark. Skid mark. Oh, that's grindy. Right here in between these two stadiums along the river, it's called the Banks. Pretty fun little park area. This city is crazy about their baseball. Before we leave town, we're gonna come here and watch a game. Can't wait. We attended the game with our friends from New Origins Recovery Center in support of the David Irie Foundation for Spinal Cord Injury Awareness. And the Reds won. And I found the stadium quite accessible. Didn't hurt we were in a luxury suite. It is hot and muggy. Let's go get a scoop. Ah, you again. Grader's ice cream shop right here is a much needed break. I was overheating out there. My spasms were increasing. My feet are barely staying on the foot plate right now. So, a little pit stop, raspberry sorbet, help beat the heat with something refreshing like this. Perfect. We had planned to take the bus system, but because of how my body was feeling, we decided to stay close to the hotel and head back indoors. We're gonna go up to the Carew Tower. It's this big building, this skyscraper. We just have to figure out which entrance, which side of the block. Okay, so we go to floor 45.
Floor number 45.
Look at this catchy little elevator. Holy shit. It's like barely big enough for a wheelchair. All right, well, the buck stops here. It's about as far as I'm gonna get to the observation deck. This building's from the 1930s. No wheelchairs up here. Back down. No. Smells like 1930. Well, the tower was a bit of a bummer. I really wanted to get that bird's eye view, but the city's pretty accessible, and even in the parts that weren't, we still make do, and I had a good time. Had to take a couple of breaks along the way, but I loved it. I'm gonna end the day today here at Arnold's. Gonna have ourselves something to eat, end the day on a high note. Thanks for joining me on this episode.